Reminisce to work TV with a fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Club drum now, make the whole place rock. Pray, pray, we know fifth flow.
Welcome to another exciting live stream. My name is Onalena Imarumula, the Eastern, so everything exciting. If it's exciting, do not hesitate to hit me up. Today we're gonna be watching yet another game. A lot of these games, so please bear in mind that I'm gonna be streaming a lot because we have a lot of games that are happening consecutively. So yeah. Nonetheless, today we have a game between Egypt and Belgium. It's gonna be taking place in 10 minutes from now. I think, yeah, it's gonna be taking place from in 10 minutes from now on. We are currently live on all 4 platforms, which is something that I haven't done. I think yesterday I was just not in the mood to be streaming on 4 platforms. But nonetheless, we just watched a game between Spain and Cape Verde, where we saw Cape Verde holding their fort until the end of the game, saying that we are not gonna be bullied. You know, they said today we are not gonna be bullied. We are gonna stand our ground until the end, and it did pay out at the end of the day. It worked so well for them. They ended the game with on a draw against Spain. So we already know that that's on its own a very hard job to do. But nonetheless, Spain failed to beat Cape Verde today. There's a whole lot of celebration on social media, and the Cape Verde fans and also some of us are celebrating with Cape Verde because it is an achievement somehow, but it's still an achievement for them. So yeah, that was the match. Overall, the match for me, I felt like Spain had a lot of chances. Who's this? Musa says that Messi or Ronaldo. And you know, based on that question, you know, in respective of that question, I will always, without a doubt, choose Messi. I will always, without a doubt, choose Messi. I know Cristiano Ronaldo is kind of considered to be the greatest footballer to be alive, but for me, I just kind of feel like if a person is a bit selfish, then he isn't a great footballer, you know, because apart from scoring goals and all of that, I believe that in order for you to be considered the greatest footballer that ever lived, you have to at least be a team player, and that's not what I'm seeing from Cristiano Ronaldo. In each and every single game when Cristiano Ronaldo plays, we know that he will be trying to score goals. Obviously, he will try to score goals. He will be, you know, wasting opportunities, trying to chase his statistics. So that is the problem. So I will always go with Messi. Messi is also, you can tell by the assists also that he is a great player. I do not like players who like taking all the attention to themselves. I love team players. So for that reason, I will go with Messi. And I kind of feel like Cristiano Ronaldo has a lot of fans, you know, when a person has too many fans, for me, it kind of pushes me away. I don't know if that's toxic or what, but when I see somebody having too many fans to an extent that they are refusing to see reason sometimes, because it is very hard to have a conversation with people that are supporting Cristiano Ronaldo. Whatever you try to make them see reason, they will now start bringing the goals, start bringing the trophies, start bringing all of that. So I think that argument, for me, it is always in favor of Cristiano Ronaldo. So that makes me kind of not like him more. I don't know if that's toxic or that's normal, but nonetheless, yes, that is why I will always go with Messi. I don't like the crowd. I don't like the crowd. I don't like too much of the crowd. Wait, what am I getting? Am I getting? Who's this? Oh, okay, yeah. So yes, today we as I was still speaking about the whole Spain versus Cape Verde, it was always in favor of Spain ever since the beginning of the game. It has always been in favor of Spain. Spain had all the opportunities to win. Spain had all the opportunities to score, but they failed. So I think they could have won if they wanted to. I think if they wanted, they could have won, but unfortunately they didn't. And at the end of the day, Cape Verde ended the game at a draw. But nonetheless, the game at hand now, it is the game between Egypt and Belgium. It's the game between Egypt and Belgium. I need to open up the right information here. I need to open up the right information. But as I've mentioned, whenever an African team plays in this competition, my energy or my votes will always be with that African team. Whenever an African team plays, like today we have an African team, it is Egypt. I will always be with the team. I will never waste my time supporting Belgium. I'm an African, so as an African, it is my duty to rally behind another African nation. So whenever that happens, I am 100% behind an African nation. I'm 100% behind an African nation. So I am trusting Egypt to represent Africa well today. I am trusting them to do a good job. I feel like they have the capability to do so. They have the capability to do so. One thing about the 2026 World Cup, what I'm seeing is that a lot of teams that we used to be afraid of are kind of just they're kind of struggling right now. A lot of the players a lot of teams that we used to be afraid of, at this point, they're just struggling a lot. So I know that there's hope for the teams that had been overlooked. But I know that Egypt has never been one of those teams that has been overlooked. Egypt has been a good team in Africa anyways. It is one of the best teams in Africa. One of the best. They have won their multiple AFCON. They've won multiple AFCON competitions. But it is said that they are not allowed to wear a t-shirt that has they said they're not allowed to wear the t-shirt with their stars. I don't know what the reason behind that is, but it seems like it is going to be very difficult for them, but they are wearing t-shirts without their stars. They're not showing off their championship, but yeah, nonetheless, it is one of the biggest, the best teams that we have in Africa. It's one of the best teams that we have here in Africa. So I am hopeful. I am more hopeful that Egypt will do a good job today. Just an insight on the two teams that are currently playing. Belgium are unbeaten in 13 matches before their World Cup open. 13 matches without a loss. This kind of changes everything. This kind of changes everything. 13 matches. Now that's a run. That's a run. That's not even a run. It's a sprint. It's a marathon. That's a marathon. That's a marathon that Belgium has been in right now. 13 games unbeaten. So that's a statistic to be worried about. That's something to be worried about. That's something to be worried about. But nonetheless, moving on. Romelu Lukaku has returned, but manager Rudy Garcia will ease him back in. I don't know players. I don't know football. I don't know football. I don't know football. I do not know football. I'm kidding. Moving on, Egypt opens World Cup Group G against Belgium, who are unbeaten in 13 matches. Now, this is not a great position for Egypt. It's not bad. It's not bad. But here's something also that makes this whole deal sweet. It is that Egypt has beat Belgium 2-1 in their most recent meeting. So the last time they played together, Egypt is the team that came out victorious. So yeah, kind of eases it kind of makes eases things. It kind of eases things. But the other problem is that Belgium kind of has an all-stars lineup. So they have dangerous players. They're players from Arsenal, players from Aston Villa, players from Man City, for an example. There's also players from Napoli. So it says a lot about Belgium. And if Egypt has to win, they're gonna have to it is gonna be a hard match. So they have a Premier League all-stars lineup. It is a problem a lot of times. A lot of times it becomes a problem, but we just witnessed with Egypt, with Spain, that it is not always a problem. Sometimes it is a problem, but it is not always a problem. So I'm supporting Egypt as I'm mentioning that whenever there is an African team playing, I am behind I'm behind that African team. I'm behind that African team. I know that Premier League is good and all of that, but Africa also has like the CAF Champions League, and it has a lot of stars. And one of the best teams in Africa right now is Al Ahly FC, and it is exciting to see that a majority of the players from Egypt are playing for Al Ahly, because it is an Egyptian team at the end of the day. And we have players like Ateya, who is playing for Al Ahly. So that's something. But there's also Zamalek. Zamalek is also not so bad. So that's L42, who's playing for Zamalek. There's also the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper also is from Al Ahly. Yes. Mustafa Ahmed is also from Al Ahly. There's also Mohamed Heni from Al Ahly. So I think they have some of the best players in that country. They also have Yasser Ibrahim from Al Ahly. A lot of them are just from Al Ahly, but without a doubt, the most talked about player has to be Mohamed Salah, who is one of the players who is playing in the Premier League, and he's playing for Liverpool. So as much as a majority of these players are playing in Africa, they're not playing a bad competition. So they're not playing for smaller teams in Egypt. There's also Omar Mamouche, who's playing for Man City. So we are not we are not perfect, and by we I mean Egypt. By we I mean Egypt. We are not perfect. We can survive. We are not too bad. I feel like Egypt is positioned better to take on the the squad of the Premier League, the all-stars lineup from Belgium. I know Belgium also has one of I think the person who's mostly we talk about a lot at Belgium has to be De Bruyne. We talk a lot about Kevin De Bruyne, but he is also one player that we should be very careful of in today. But there's also Leonardo Trossard, who's playing for Arsenal. Also, he is a right wing, so we must be very careful for him. Also, there is Jeremy Doku playing for Man City, the left wing forward. So they have an all-stars attacking team. So it's we must be very careful today. But nonetheless, I still believe that Egypt can do this. They can do it. They have the right players. They have the right experience. They can do it. They can handle it. I'm starting to see that, it's I'm starting to be less afraid of these teams like Belgium, Brazil, what. I'm starting to be less afraid of them. I'm seeing them as not that dangerous anymore. I'm not scared anymore. I think I get that from the recent matches. No longer scared. There was a time where I was terrified, where I could be worried. So today I know that it is going to be an action-packed match, and both teams will be using the same formation. Both teams will be using the same formation, that is 4-2-3-1. Same formation. Same formation from both teams. So we just have to wait and see. And recapping on the last 5 games from both teams, and the statistic that usually just says unbeaten, it is, I think we are kind of overusing it, because they are draws. Usually when they say somebody's unbeaten, I'm expecting that they had never lost in those 13 matches. I know they have never lost, but it sounds like they won all of their last 13 matches. They are draws also. So I think this statement needs to be revised. You should mention that they had been unbeaten for 13 matches, although they didn't win the rest of the 13 matches. So yeah, that's the situation. We are currently waiting for the game. I think it will begin in 5 minutes from now. What you can do is to vote for the team that you think might be winning. I've shared that mine is definitely gonna be Egypt today. I go with Egypt. Egypt lost only one of their past, in the past 5 games, they lost only one, and that was to Brazil. They had a draw with Spain also. They had a draw with Spain, and they beat Saudi Arabia 4-0. So I personally believe that they can take on Belgium. I think they're gonna take them on pretty easily, so even pretty easy. Pretty easy. This is gonna be ours. I've just been getting draws lately. When I choose teams to support, for the past, I don't know how many games, for the past it started with Qatar, then it went on to Morocco, then I was supporting Haiti, I think, and then they lost. But that was the first time that I lost. And yeah, also I was supporting Curacao against Germany. That was wild. That was the wildest thing that I've ever made, supporting Curacao against Germany. That was crazy. So that is, for now, that is the only bad decision that I've made. For now, that is the only bad decision that I've made. Apart from that, I am proper. I'm okay. So the game will begin very shortly, and I will be with you guys when the game begins. For now, I just need to take a quick water break and prepare myself to speak for 2 hours.
Reminisce to work TV with a fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fit flow. Reminisce to work TV with a fire non-stop. From Jersey to Lagos, we dey sit on top. Lock drum now, make the whole place rock. Red, red, we know fit flow.
And it officially begins the game between Belgium and Egypt. As I've mentioned, I am 100%, 150%, or 1,000% behind Egypt, rallying behind yet another African nation, hoping that they make us proud today, just like Cote d'Ivoire made us proud yesterday, becoming the first African nation to win. That's a statistic that I'm gonna carry throughout the competition until yet another African nation makes it. Until another African nation makes it. But yeah, that is it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the match. So please do not mind to comment. Please comment if you can. Also, please vote if you haven't voted. Just yeah. Of course. No, I do not support Belgium. I do not support Belgium. Maybe I made a mistake. I do not support Belgium. I support Egypt. Egypt is the team that I'm supporting today. I made a mistake. But it seems like it's gonna be a lot of goals today that we are gonna be getting from this game. There's most likely gonna be a lot of goals. Let me see. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of goals from, I don't know if I should, from both sides. And maybe there might be more than 3 goals. I don't know from who, but from the whole match at all, I think there might be more than 3 goals. There might be more than 3 goals. Yeah, we are supporting the same team. I don't support Belgium. I don't support Belgium. I can never let not support an African country and go to Belgium while Africa is playing. I always support Africa 100%. Whatever it takes, I'm always behind Africa, because I know South Africa won last, so I need to start choosing teams that I'll support throughout the rest of the stages of the World Cup. I don't know who has more fans between these two teams right now in the stadium. It seems like Belgium is like having a lot of fans in the stadium. But it makes sense because they are closer, not too far from home. And I know a lot of Americans also watch these guys on TV, so they support them because for the teams that they play for. Mo Salah will kick 2 goals on this match. Yes, me, I want more. I want goals. I want goals. I want goals. A lot more. But it seems like Belgium is running circles around Egypt, but it has only been 5 minutes, so cannot make that decision just yet. But it seems like they are running circles around Egypt. Seems like they are running circles around Egypt, but nonetheless, there's still hope. There's a lot of hope even. And one fun thing is that one interesting spec is that Mohamed Salah will be leaving Liverpool very soon, so it's gonna be on the market. It's gonna be on the market. But he needs to also play for a big team. I know a lot of them usually just go to the MLS after this. I think you should look for another team. Shouldn't go to the MLS, because I feel like the MLS is where people go to retire. A lot of players who used to be good play in the MLS or the Saudi League if they are ready to retire. Egypt needs a strike. Woo. Egypt with an alien strike. I like teams like this, teams who do not hesitate to kick the ball. Those are the teams that I like. Not a team that spends 30 minutes trying to decide what to do. I like teams. I like teams like this, teams who kick. So there was an alien strike from Egypt. I like how they took Belgium back into their own half, because for a moment the game was just on that side, and then Egypt was like, there's no way this game is gonna play here, let us go that side. So they are pushing them towards their own half, and yeah, It seems to be working. It seems to be working. I love teams that can finish. One problem that I always have with teams that play is building up and then failing to conclude that attempt. That is my problem. So a team that tries until the end, that's the team that I like. And Egypt is doing exactly that today. Come on, come on, come on. I think Mohamed Salah should score the first goal, and he should score very soon. Yeah, that one was not Mohamed Salah who kicked the ball. That was not Mohamed Salah. That's not it. I'm trying to see, but it was not him. It was not him. I think they said Zico. Trying to check. Yeah, I think they said Zico. I'm trying to check the stats to tell. I'm trying to check. Yeah, that was Zico. It was not Mohamed Salah, but it was an assist from Salah nonetheless. He was part of that whole attempt. He played a very important role in that whole attempt. So that was not a kick from Mohamed Salah. Zombie Slayer. It was not. Have you bet on football? It seems like you have bet. Why are you asking for that specifically? Why are you asking for that specifically, Zombie Slayer? Did you bet on Mohamed Salah to make an earlier on attempt? I think you might have bet money. Starting to be concerned. Sumaya says that Egypt has made 4 appearances at the FIFA World Cup 1934 to 2026. Hope Egypt will win this game. Yeah, as much as Egypt having a good run country-wise, I mean the World Cup-wise, they've been on a great run when it comes to. They've been great when it comes to the African Championship. I think it's very difficult for African teams to win. It's not simple for African teams to win. I'm trying to check. I want to check if there's ever a team that won the World Cup. I don't think there's any. I want to check, but nonetheless, I want to check. So there's no African Cup. No African team has reached. Has won the World Cup. The only team that has made it far is Morocco, which reached the semi-finals. There's also Cameroon, Senegal, and Ghana who have reached the quarterfinals. So yeah, that's about it. We don't have a lot of World Cup history in Africa. Wait, Egypt with an attempt. The referee says nothing. The referee says nothing. So yeah, basically, even if they've made 4 appearances, they've been very active continentally. So they've been very active, and their players are active also. You know that Egypt has won AFCON. There's also Al-Ahly, which has been playing. CAF. I think they've won CAF at a point. So they've been very active. These players have been very active despite not participating in the World Cup that much. Zombie Slayer says, yes, I have bet. Don't judge me. You are betting too much. I'm worried. You are betting too much. You're betting too much. Each and every single game. Each and every single game you are betting. I say each and every single game you are betting. Mohamed Salah, I'll tell you if he attempts. I'll tell you if he attempts. But the problem is that as much as the attempts are very slow to come. But if he makes an attempt, I will let you know. The referee with a yellow card to Atia. They're already giving out yellow cards already. I'll let you know when he gives us a shot on target. I'll let you know when he gives us a shot on target. Feni, I don't understand this language. I'm trying to understand. This live chat of mine is not translating. I see your message on Twitch, but this live stream is not it's not translating. It's not translating. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. I cannot understand this language. I think it is this Spanish or something. I don't know this language. But Belgium has made more appearances in the FIFA World Cup than Egypt. That does not mean anything. The question is, did they win? That's the question. The question we should be asking is that did they win? Even if they made like more appearances than Egypt, the most important statistic of all is whether or not they won or whether or not they made it far. Is this a yellow card for Mohamed Salah? What? How is Salah wrong in this situation? Or did I not see well? Or it is not Mohamed Salah who got a yellow card. That's Castine. I thought they gave it to Mohamed Salah, so Mohamed Salah is still safe. We cannot afford to have a yellow card for Mohamed Salah at this point. He's very important to this game. He's very important. A yellow card would really just ruin everything. So we do not need that. We do not need that energy. Yeah, as I was saying, you know, Belgium might have been let me just check, but they've never won. I want to see how far they've went. I want to see how far they've went. They've played 51 matches, securing 21 wins, 10 draws and 20 losses. They've scored 69 goals overall, but conceded 74. I guess they're kicking the strikers. Egyptian strikers are being attacked. Belgium is attacking Egyptian strikers. They are taking the Egyptian strikers. But yeah, they've made 15 appearances. Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot. But nonetheless, wait, they've been number 3. They've been number 3. So it's a problem. And the top World Cup goal scorer is also playing, and that's Lukaku. Is he playing Lukaku? Is he even here? I saw something about Lukaku here. I don't know what they said. I'm trying to check. Oh, Lukaku has returned. So yeah, he's returned, but they're saying they are easing him in. Yes, Sumaya, I was worried. I thought he got a yellow card. Because if he gets a yellow card, it's a problem. If he gets a yellow card, it's going to be problematic for Egypt. He's very vital. You must be very careful. That was the second yellow card, by the way. I think it is 2 yellow cards so far, ever since the beginning of... Is it? Let me just check. I think it was 2 yellow cards. I want to check. I want to confirm. But I don't think that's the... Yeah, it was 2 yellow cards. The first yellow card was given to Egypt. So Egypt already has a yellow card. Egypt has a yellow card already. It might be a problem, but nonetheless, we can do this. We can get it. We can win it. 17 minutes in, 0 Egypt, 0 Belgium. Both teams now have yellow cards. So it's also a draw in terms of yellow cards. It's not only a draw on the scoreline. Egypt with a nice run. Why did they force Egypt to wear white today? Why did they force Egypt to wear white? Kevin De Bruyne. No, I was not scaring you. I was just saying. He almost got a yellow card. Come on, Egypt. Egypt with a build-up on the right. Egypt with a build-up. Come on, Egypt. A through ball, a very beautiful through ball, and it is in. The first goal of the day goes to Egypt. First goal of the day goes to Egypt. First goal of the day goes to Egypt. And that was Iman Ashore scoring the first goal of the day. Now this is the game that I'm willing to watch. This is the game that I'm willing to watch. First goal of the day. Egypt currently leading. Egypt is the lead. I said that this now it's very. They can take Belgium. We shouldn't be worried about this, Premier League players. We also have Premier League players. One Egypt. Yes, well, he scored. He scored. I want to see who assisted that goal. I'm trying to see the assist. An assist by Mohamed Salah. An assist by Salah. An assist by Mohamed Salah. You understand? It is dangerous. This team is dangerous. This team is dangerous. Now we need more goals. We need more goals. Now we need more goals. I need to score more goals. They need to score more goals right now. More goals. I don't want teams that relax when they are in the lead. I don't want teams that relax when they are in the lead. I want teams that score. I want teams that score. Yeah, I also want him to score, Sumai. I want him to score. I want him to score goals. There should be at least a 2-0. It should be a 2-0 at least. I don't know, but I want more goals. He will definitely find a way to score. He will find a way to score. But, he is a good team player. I like team players like this. I like team players like this. My problem is players who want to be the only ones to score. That's my problem. And one of those players is Cristiano Ronaldo. If it was Cristiano Ronaldo who had an opportunity to assist, he was not going to assist. He was going to try and score. That is my problem with players like that. And it always kills the team. It always kills the team. Me, I want players who are able to pass the ball. So a lot of times you would see a player not passing, but I know Salah is a good team player, so his time will come. He knows that a win is a win for the team. It's not a win for him alone. It's not a win for him alone. The other players who just want to score alone, want to score the whole game. There was also the match I saw that from Hakimi also. Hakimi was also doing the same thing. He wanted to score alone each and every single time. He didn't want to assist. So I think he did cost the team that lot. He cost them a lot of opportunities that day. But I know that Egypt can do this. Egypt can take Belgium. Egypt can beat Belgium. I know. No hesitation, and it goes straight in. No hesitation. No hesitation. Yeah, Hakimi is greedy. Hakimi is very greedy. He's greedy. I did not like what he did in that game. I did not like what he did in that game. He's greedy. He's greedy. I do not like greedy people. This is the same thing I'm saying about Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And it's almost the same thing that I'm saying about Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of times, if he has an opportunity to assist, he will choose to kick the ball because he wants to be known as the scoring machine. Hakimi is also, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was doing. If they can just play together as a team, they are watering the pitch. I think this is going to be a problem. What is going on? Watering the pitch mid-game. Why is the pitch being watered in the middle of the game? Yeah, Morocco also, it should be one of the best. It is actually one of the best African teams. But if they can fix that issue, they could have won. I feel like they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of potential. They could have beat Brazil that day. They could have beat Brazil very easily. So they could have beat Brazil very easy. But a lot of selfish players. Block each and every single attempt of Belgium. Block them. Block Belgium. Block Belgium. Don't want surprises. No surprises today. Yay! Yay! What are you trying to can happen? What are you trying to can happen, Belgium? What are you trying to can happen? Belgium saved. Come on. And it was never a goal either way. It was never a goal. Saved. Either way, like It is a foul, but they could have scored. But the keeper said, not on my watch. I want to see this keeper also. I want to see this keep. Sumaya says that Hakimi is always like that. Before before this, during the Qatar World Cup, he also did the same mistakes. He needs to fix that. He needs to fix that because it's gonna cost the team a lot. If this is not the first time, he really needs to be fixing that issue. He needs to be fixing that issue. If that is usually what he does, he needs to take time and fix this. Come on, Egypt. This boy is gonna be a problem. This boy is gonna be a problem. And the person that I'm talking about is, what is his name? I wanna check the name. Oh, Asho. That's Asho. Asho is gonna be a problem. Asho is gonna be a problem. He did score the first goal, and I see him still actively trying to get through. They should at least score 2 goals or 2 more goals, 2 on top of the current goals. 2 on top of the current goals. Just 2 on top of the current goals. It will be fine. 29 minutes in, 1 Egypt, 0 Belgium. Belgium on the right. A tackle. That was a nice tackle. Guys, take this ball away. Take it away. Very far from here. Should be taking this ball far away from here. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on? Egypt needs to give to stop giving away too much possession to Belgium. Belgium, yes. The Great Wall of Egypt, the Pyramid of Egypt. I think this is gonna be the pyramid. The defense, the nickname for the defense today is gonna be the Pyramid of Egypt. Pyramid of Egypt. There is a pyramid of a defense at the back. Pyramid of a defense at the back. Pyramid of defense. Michael, who is this? Hey, your name is very long. Your name is very long. I'll just call you 2074. Why are you saying okay? What's that okay for? What was it for? I was not focused. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Sumaya says that free kick for Belgium. Free kick? It's not a free kick. There's no free kick. I want to see. Ooh. An attempt from Egypt. Who is kicking for Belgium? There's no free kick for. There's no free kick. There's no free kick. Zombie Slayer. There's no free kick. When you are saying who's kicking, or do you mean the attempt? The attempt. I'll check. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who made that attempt, but there hasn't been a lot of those so far. There hasn't been a lot of that so far. I want to check, but I'm gonna let you know. That was okay. There isn't a free kick. There isn't any free kick, but there is a yellow card. There is a yellow card for Egypt. The second yellow card. Second yellow card for Egypt. Now we have two players who have yellow cards. Two players have yellow cards. I'll keep you posted if anything crazy happens. But as of now, the shots are just like, it is just getting blocked. It's not going anywhere. It has never reached a dangerous point so far. And it's the only it is just the attempt from Egypt right now where they just missed a shot. They just missed the shot even now. They just missed the shot. Mohamed Salah. The pass was not perfect. The pass was not perfect. Come on, Egypt, attack. Yeah, Egypt is already fighting. Egypt is fighting so far. But both teams are fighting. But Egypt is landing like thrice, while Belgium is still, not being able to get inside the penalty box. Zombie Slayer says 0 corner so far. Yeah, I think so. I didn't see a corner. I didn't see any corner. Didn't see any corner there. Okay, there was one corner for Egypt. There's been only one corner for Egypt so far. 2 yellow cards for Egypt, 1 yellow card for Belgium. So yeah, I think Egypt is hungry with yellow cards. That's why now they got the second. They shouldn't be. They are hungry for the wrong things. That's the wrong hunger. They should be hungry for goals, not yellow cards. But also, that's something that I mentioned about African teams. I said that African teams kind of find it difficult to play in the World Cup, because in the World Cup everybody is just too fragile. So in Africa, football is a bit tougher than that. Hence, we were complaining the last time we saw red cards. We felt like they were unjust. But even though it got, I think they said it is unjust. But that's just the situation. Africans play a different football. So each and every single time they play a game, they usually get yellow cards because they are tough. Like, that's basically how they are. That's how they are.
We know if you flow.
Egypt. I don't give these guys any opportunity. Come on, block it from the left. Block. Where's the defense? Where is the defense? Guys, block these people. They are dangerous. Woo! Yo. Blocked. The Great Wall of the Great Pyramids of Giza are blocking. But Belgium is trying to initiate a second goal and an attempt. They're trying to break the defense. They're trying to scatter the defense. They should be very careful. Come on. Woo! Stop that ball. Yes. They're trying to scatter the defense. They're trying to scatter the defense. They're trying to scatter the defense. They need to be very careful. But nonetheless, I think there's something going on right now. I think there's a bad foul. I'm trying to see what happened. Come on. Counter attack. We need a counter. No yellow card. They're trying to hit our striker here. They're trying to break a show. Because he scored. Those are the tactics that I don't like. You see a person scoring, you start trying to break them. They're trying to break a show. They should stop mistakes and no cards after this. It is gonna be very difficult. I don't wanna lie. It is gonna be very difficult to not get any cards. And it's not gonna be easy for them to not get any further yellow cards. It's not gonna be easy. I think they should just substitute some of these players after the first half. You know, because once a player has a yellow card, it's gonna be as good as done. It's as good as done once a player has a yellow card. So they need to also change these players that have yellow cards. Otherwise, it will be a problem. A red card can follow. Red cards. So we are avoiding red cards at this point. They need to just make sure that. But anyway, some of them are very vital. But I trust Egypt nonetheless. We need one last goal. This is the same way Switzerland was behaving against Qatar. This is the same way. So we need a goal at least. One goal. A 2-0 lead is much better. A 1-0 lead is not it. 1-0, it's not right. 2-0, it's okay. 2-0 can work. 1-0, one mistake, we will be back to square one. Come on. Very big regroup. They've already regrouped. There was a build-up to a counter. Taken. Stopped very early on in the game. 42 minutes in. 0 Belgium, 1 Egypt. Will Egypt become the second African nation to claim a win on their World Cup opener after Cote d'Ivoire, which became the first African nation to win their World Cup opening match in 2026? Egypt with the run in the middle. A through. Ooh. A through. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop Egypt. Stop, stop Belgium. Stop them. Stop. Block it. Yes. Play on. Play on, play on. It's not a foul. The referee says play on. Hey, no yellow card, ref, please. All right, no yellow card. No yellow card. It's gonna be very difficult to not get a yellow card. I am also concerned, but it's not gonna be an easy task. It's not gonna be an easy task not to get a yellow card in this game. Keeper doing a great job. Mohamed Salah against the two men. Now this is a player this is a winning player. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Through ball, through. Okay, no way to get through. No way to get through. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Just kick. Just kick the ball. Kick. Ish, no way to 10. No way to 10. No way to 10. Kick the ball. Come on. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the. Does this guy have an injury? Does he have an injury? Or what is going on? I think he has an injury. The way he keeps falling down. The way he keeps falling down. Oh, but it's not the same guy. This one is Onana. Yeah, this one is Onana. I thought it was Doku. I thought it was Doku. Four minutes of edit time. Belgium. Experience doesn't count. You see, this is what I was thinking about when I said that does not matter how many World Cups you've played. Doesn't matter how many World Cups you've played. Spain failed to beat Cape Verde, who was playing their first World Cup also. They failed. They failed. So it does not matter how many World Cups you have. Yay! Toku. Okay, this is the first Belgium opportunity. I think somebody was asking about opportunities. They just had an attempt. Belgium just had their first attempt, and it is from Doku. It is from Doku. I think it is gonna be a corner, or am I wrong? Yeah, no, it's not gonna be a corner. No corner. Yeah, they have 0 corners. What do you mean? Why are you laughing? Why are you saying how doesn't it have a corner? They don't have a corner because they are facing the Great Wall of the Great Pyramids. The defense is a pyramid. It's a fortress. They are not giving them any corners. I think this is actually the first time we see Belgium getting close to the penalty box. They don't have a lot of attempts. So it's not only corners that they don't have, also attempts. I wish for Belgium to have 6 corners. 6 corners. Maybe in the second half, yes, maybe. But for now, no corner. But I think they're gonna get a free kick. I don't know who's getting a free kick anyways. I think somebody's about to get a free kick. Me, I said do not bet. My advice is do not bet. Stop betting. You know, once you start betting, you start now wishing for things to happen. You want corners, you want free kicks, you want all of that. I'm trying to get my money back from that horrible Spain game. Do not bet. What if you lose again? You bet on the wrong team. You see that you've already bet on the wrong team. You have bet on Belgium. Ooh, it's gonna be a corner kick. There is a corner kick, but it is not a corner kick for Belgium. It is a corner kick for Egypt. You just chose the wrong team. 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 But I think that match was supposed to teach you that, you know, anything can happen. It was supposed to teach you that anything can happen. You put a lot of trust on Belgium. But I don't blame you. You're not alone. A lot of people have put a lot of trust on Belgium because of the history. But this World Cup is a rewriting history. This is the World Cup that will be rewriting history. So Salah, come on. An attempt. It's gonna be another corner kick. You see, so many corner kicks for Belgium. This is the third corner kick for Belgium. Oh, for Egypt, not Belgium. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. For Egypt, there's another corner for Egypt. There's been a lot of corners for Egypt. So if you bet on Belgium, it seems like everything. Ooh. Another attempt, you know, another opportunity. Actually, it was a big chance. They've missed yet another big chance. Another big chance. I think it's good. It was supposed to be a corner. Is this another corner? This is another corner. But nonetheless, the team with more corners is a team with more corners in this first half is unfortunately Egypt. It's unfortunately Egypt. If you placed your money on Belgium, it seems like you're gonna be losing. Just wait for South Africa. I think you should just wait for South Africa. But now don't waste your money. Just wait for South Africa. You know that South Africa might lose next time. So that's like one of the biggest opportunities for you to make money. But when it comes to teams like Egypt is not a bad team. That's the problem. Egypt is one of the best teams we have in Africa. If it's not number one, maybe, you know, it is having its battle with Morocco and Senegal, but they are one of the best teams that we have in Africa. So it's not gonna be easy for Belgium to beat Egypt. Egypt also has players who are playing in the Premier League, so it's not gonna be easy. It was gonna be a problem if all of the players that are playing for Egypt were playing in Africa. You know, if that was the case, then it was gonna be very easy for Belgium to take it. But unfortunately, it is not the case. Fortunately, it's not the case. But fortunate enough for us, the ones who are supporting Egypt. You know, with me, as much as I love watching football, as much as I enjoy watching football and I enjoy the action, if there's one thing that I don't think I'll ever do is placing money on football. Because once you go there, it is done. Once you start entering that field of placing money on football, betting on everything, betting on the World Cup, playing Aviator, playing all of these betting games, once you reach that stage, there's no going back. If, for an example, one day you hear me talking about betting, you hear me talking about placing money on soccer like that, just know that it will most likely be the reason that I'm paid for that. Me with my own money, I cannot do that. I cannot take my own money and put it on football. I cannot take my own money and put it on Aviator. I cannot take my own money and put it on anything that risky. So it is very important that you protect yourself, because this is how you get caught in that whole cycle. You see, now you are trying to win your money back from that game. If you lose again, you're gonna try and win the money back, and Yeah, but I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. As long as you are happy with it, I can never judge you. But one piece of advice that I'll give you is that with this World Cup, whatever you think will happen, bet the opposite. If you think Brazil will win, bet the opposite. That is exactly what this World Cup has been. The only team that have won is the only team that have won so far is Germany. But a lot of times, if you believe that, for an example, if you believe that Belgium was gonna win, you could have bet on Egypt. It's a World Cup of opposites. It's a World Cup of opposites. If you see something happening, just make sure that you bet on the opposite one. Apart from that, you will be surprised. You'll be surprised. So did you get your money back? I don't think he got his money back. I don't think Zombie Slayer got his money back. I think he's still waiting for the game. I don't know if he bet on the first half or the whole game. Maybe he set 6 corners before the first half. I don't know. But I do not believe he got the money back. But stay hopeful. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. As long as you still have hope, I'm telling you, you got this. But don't bet too much. That's what I can tell you. Don't bet on every single game. Don't bet on every single game. You will be broke very easily. Not every single game. Betting is okay, but do not bet on each and every single game that plays. Because they are just games that are very unpredictable. Like this game. As much as Egypt is still leading, it is not like Belgium is an easy team, you know. Egypt is leading, but it's not like Belgium is an easy team. So as much as things stand the way they are right now, they can change in the first 10 minutes of the second half. They're gonna change in the second half. They can change. So that's football. That's football. That's football. As long as you believe that you can get through, proceed, and good luck. Good luck. When you make a million, you can. When you make a million one day, please remember that I used to support you. You know, if you win a million, just remember that I used to encourage you not to give up when things are tough. When you win a million and then you become a millionaire from betting, a pro gambler. Because I think there's like that thing of people being called pro gamblers. I think that's the thing. 50% of the vote saying Belgium, 12% saying draw, 38% saying Egypt. What I've seen so far, what I've seen from all of the games, from the games that I've been streaming through, is that a lot of times the team that has a lot of votes, a lot of times it doesn't win. 90% of the time. 90% of the time. But these are still group stages. Group stages are a bit complicated. They are a bit slow. They are a bit unpredictable. I think after, we get out of the group stages, that's where now there will be a lot of action. That's where now there will be a lot of drama. There will be a lot of action. So for now, it is still a bit unpredictable. For now, it is still a bit unpredictable. It is hard right now. It is hard to predict anything. For now, it is hard to predict. Very hard to predict. Cape Verde has lost to Botswana. Did you know that Cape Verde has lost to Botswana twice? Cape Verde, the team that lost to Botswana that is not even part of this competition, have beat Cape Verde. So it means that there are a lot of players that were gonna do good if they manage to qualify, and that's teams like Botswana. I think they would have tried. I think they would have tried. I think they would have tried if they had an opportunity to come. It's just that I feel like the slots that are given to Africa are not many. They are not many. So we need more slots. We need more slots so that we can have more African teams qualifying. On Thursday, there's a game between Zambia and South Africa. Zambia will enter that match with 4 wins and 1 lose, and that is the lose against South Korea. South Africa will enter that match with 3 draws, 2 losses. 3 draws and 2 losses. So that is gonna be one of the most awaited games, especially amongst South Africa and Africans at large, not only South Africans, because right now there's this situation of people basically being against South Africa because of the ongoing immigration issue that is affecting South Africa. So it is a long-waited game because I know a lot of people want to see South Africa lose. Social media was not fun when South Africa lost. Social media was not fun. Everybody was talking about South Africa losing. Everybody was talking about South Africa losing. And I don't think it's going to be any easier this time with Zambia. I don't think it's going to be any easier. I was watching Zambia play against South Korea, so I don't think it's going to be easier for South Africa. I don't think it's going to be easier for South Africa. Whole game, okay. You should keep your money. Don't waste it for the World Cup. Yeah, he should save it for now. He will bet when the stages start becoming critical. Yes, as long as you remember me, no problem. As long as you will keep remembering me, no problem. Zombie Slayer says that, what country are you from, my friend? Just curious. I am South African. I am South African. I am from South African. I thought it was obvious. You know, I've always had this thing where I thought that I looked South African. You know, I mean, I think it's maybe because I spent all my life in South Africa. So I always thought that when you look at me, you would easily tell that I am from South Africa. I don't know why I always had that belief that, you know, it would look obvious that I am from South Africa. And I think it is because I've been here the rest of my life. So yeah, I am South African. 100% South African. I do have I think my grandparents actually, my grandfather was from Botswana. My grandfather was from Botswana, and from my mother's side, like my grandfather from my mother's side was from Botswana, and my grandmother from my father's side is also from Botswana. So I guess there's a little bit of diversity inside of me. There's a little bit of diversity inside of me. So I kind of have South African and Botswana descendants. Basically, I'm a descendant of people from Botswana. So I'm around 80% South African. Maybe I'll just say 80% South African because both my parents are from here, but their parents are from Botswana. Yeah, both their parents are. They have 2 parents. I have 2 great grandparents from Botswana, but I am a South African, proudly South African, proudly South African. But if I had to choose which country to go to, if I had to choose which country to go to, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I go? The thing is that I love nature. I'm one person who enjoys places that have like this beautiful natural places. So if I had to choose, I'm not quite sure. Also, I want to see big cities like China, for an example. I used to want to go to the US when I was growing up. I used to dream about going to New York. I used to dream about going to New York, and that was mainly because New York was portrayed as the best city in the world on the movies that we used to watch. We used to know it as the best city in the world. So there was a point in my life where I used to dream about going to New York. I still think it is still something that I would want to do. That's something that I would still want to do. I haven't given up on that, but I think I would want to go to China. My only problem is that there are just a lot of restrictions. I think there are just a lot of rules that would really be difficult for me. But China, I think it is proper. I think China is a proper country that I would really like to visit one day. So out of South Africa, yeah, I would choose I would definitely choose China. I would definitely choose China. I'm not gonna take USA. For now, I'm just if the USA can just stop the, but I think they mentioned that the whole war and everything has ended. So if that's the case, then yeah, maybe I can go to USA. But after they change the president also, after they change the president, for now I just think, you know, the attention that is being put on South Africa for trying to fight illegal immigration, I just kind of feel like it is a bit unfair, mainly considering the fact that I think the same thing is also happening in the USA. I think the same thing is happening in the USA, where we see mass deportations of people, especially I think it is Mexicans, and I think that is happening in the USA. So it is a kind of unfair that South Africa is being put in the spotlight for all of that. It's being portrayed bad, and I think that's something that's like literally happening across the whole world. But I don't want to talk too much about the political issues of South Africa. I don't want to talk too much about the political issues of South Africa, because I can talk too much about it. Everyone is okay. Sumaya says that everyone is unaware and always puts South Africa down. I also don't understand why people like to talk bad things about South Africa while we have no right to judge anyone. I don't know. I think, you know, for South Africa, I don't know where it started, honestly. I think it started during that era where now, you know, everybody has a voice and everybody can just talk bad about South Africa. The thing is that right now I feel like it is starting to become better. You know, I think right now it is starting to become better, because right now the people on social media can also hear our side of the story. Back then it was a matter of we were not able to share our side of the story, so people were gonna say there's no water in Africa, and the rest of the world would believe that. People would say that there is bad things happening in South Africa, and everybody was gonna believe it. So now, since we have a platform to also express ourselves, it is becoming better. You know, it is becoming better, because I feel like a lot of people have started realizing that, you know, South Africa is not that bad. We have had a lot of people coming from South Africa. South Africa is even one of the top tourism places right now, because for a very long time it was painted as a country that's not interesting, a country that does not. I think for sometimes people thought that we did not even have cars, you know, because of what they were seeing on these platforms. They believed that there were no cars in Africa. We were just traveling through, you know, donkeys and horses always. Even though that's still happening, that, you know, there are still horses and donkeys, you know, that people are still using, more especially in villages. We still have, you know, highly developed areas in South Africa. There's still a lot of parts of South Africa that are highly developed. It is almost similar to Zimbabwe. You know, with Zimbabwe right now, a lot of us have this mentality that Zimbabwe is a village. You know, we feel like the whole of Zimbabwe is a village, because a lot of us have never been to Zimbabwe, and whenever Zimbabwe is portrayed in the media, we see that side of Zimbabwe, you know, the dusty sides of Zimbabwe. You know, we see the sides where people are just struggling. We are not shown the suburbs. We are not shown the areas that look good, the cities. We're not being shown the cities with, you know, sky-rise buildings. We are not shown that. We're just shown kids wearing torn clothes and all of that. And if you see that thing over and over again, you will at the end believe that that's how Africa is. There are people who still believe that Africa is just a village, it's a zoo right now. There are people who still believe that. But I feel like it gets better, because right now we have social media and people can actually see what South Africa has to offer. Yeah. So I don't know why people were judging us in the past, but for now I feel like it could get better, because people can see. A Zombie Slayer says that I don't know too many Africans here in the States, that's why. Okay, but I think there's a lot of them in the States. I think there are a lot of Africans in the States, African Americans actually. There are a lot of African Americans in the States. You can, yeah. Oh, are you talking about actual Africans who are in the States? So I think that's what you meant. Yeah. I don't know. I for me as an African, I think it would be very difficult to start a life in the US. You know, it would be very difficult for me to leave South Africa and go start a new life in the United States. I think that's very difficult. That's one of the most difficult things ever. Because then again, I would have to leave. I would have to leave the way of living that I know to start afresh. So, but I know that there are a lot of Africans who have started a life there. I just also feel like I will be subjected to a lot of checkups. I will be subjected to a lot of, you know, harsh treatment. Because I remember there was a side where people were afraid of the police. There was that time where Africans were afraid of the police. I think they're still even afraid of the police right now in the US. I think they're still. I think you can let me know, Zombie Slay. I think that there's still that mentality of that situation, not just the mentality of police brutality against African Americans. I think that thing is still happening in the USA right now. But the funny thing is that despite all of these things happening in the USA, you will never hear anybody talking about, you know, we need to cancel the USA. You know, it's really nice to be United States because whatever you do, the world takes. You can start a war, people will not fight you. Imagine if South Africa started that war, what was going to happen? A lot of countries could have pulled away their businesses. A lot of countries could have took away their support for South Africa. A lot of jobs could have been lost. A lot of services, a lot of services in short could have been lost. South Africa could have lost a lot. They could be struggling right now if they started a war. But because it's the USA, you know, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So it is. I think it must be nice to be a superpower. It must be nice to be a superpower. But also, I do not have regrets of being South African. Life in South Africa is pretty okay. It's not bad, but it's pretty okay. All the Africans I've met mostly have been cool. Yeah, I loved Africa because it has too much animals, and because I'm a nature lover. Yes, you know, one thing about Africa is that when it comes to animals, yeah, 100% we dominate when it comes to animals. There are a lot of safaris here in South Africa. There are a lot of safaris that you can visit just to see the animals and all of that. And I think it is like that in almost all of the countries. But not only animals, like you mentioned, there's also, you know, beaches that we have. And by beach, I mean beach, you know, the beaches. Yes, we have beaches. We have a lot of beaches in South Africa. There are beaches in Cape Town. There are also beaches in them, like also Eastern Cape. We also have like the Table Mountain. I think that's also one of the wonders. That's also one of the wonders. But there's a lot actually. There's a lot. There are a lot of. I think there are waterfalls. There are hiking areas. There's a lot in South Africa. You would need a lot of money if you want to experience all of the best places in Africa. You would need a lot of money, and you would need a lot of time. A lot of time. You're gonna need a lot of time, and I need a lot of time to make it. But it's a nice country nonetheless. Very nice. The only problem is how hot it gets in summer. That's the only problem with South Africa. It's how hot it gets in summer. It gets hot to a point that you would faint. But I heard that they said Nigeria it's way hot. No, yeah, there are too many beaches in South Africa. We have beaches in not all the provinces, but in many of the provinces. We have many of those. We have many of those. I think one of the most popular one that has beaches is Cape Town. Cape Town is actually a popular place. I remember there was once Johannesburg. A lot of people knew Johannesburg, and right now it is Johannesburg and Cape Town. But there's also Durban. There's also a place called Durban. Too many beaches that side. So if you want beaches, either go to KZN or you go to Western Cape. East London, yeah, East London also has beaches. East London also have some pretty cool beaches. So Eastern Cape actually. So I think there's 3 provinces that I'm pretty sure of. That's Western Cape, that's KZN, and yeah, and Eastern Cape. So once you come to Africa, you can just visit the beaches. But now it is not the right time to visit because it is winter. So there's not the right time to go anywhere. It's not the right time to go anywhere. This is the time for the World Cup. It's the perfect time for the World Cup because this is, you know, we just stay indoors and enjoy the game. We just stay indoors and enjoy the game. So this is the perfect time. This is the perfect time for the World Cup. I think my video has been removed on Facebook. I think Facebook has misunderstood my video, so they took down my video because I think they think I mean something else. I think that's why. I think they think I mean something else. I think let's see. Okay, wanna check. Where is the video? What day is it today? What day is it today? Okay, there's no. Okay, they didn't. I think it should be up. It should be up. Let me just check. I don't know why they took down my video. I don't know why they took down my video. I think they misunderstood me on Facebook. I think they misunderstood me. We removed your video. Let me see. Okay, to say or send some images. Okay, that's not even the right reason. That's not even the right reason. So yeah, my video has been removed. Apparently they say I am copyrighted. I don't know why they usually just take down my videos because this is usually just me speaking. So I'm trying to understand what is going on. But yeah, let me just get to the comment very back to the comments. So I once went to Cape Town. That's where my father came from. Okay, yeah, Cape Town is it's a pretty cool place, honestly. I think I went to Cape Town twice as a South African. Even as a South African, it's not easy to go to Cape Town. I think I went to Cape Town twice in my lifetime, in my whole entire life. In my whole entire life, I've went to Cape Town twice. So it's a pretty good place, honestly. It's one of those places that makes you wish you wouldn't go back. But the problem is that it's a bit expensive. It's a bit expensive. That's the problem. I need to appeal this. I need to appeal this thing. I don't know why they take my videos down on Facebook. I think I should stop streaming on Facebook. So I went to Cape Town. I think it was last year even. I went to Cape Town. It was last year. But it was on work. I was working. So I was working and I got a chance to go to Cape Town. I was very peaceful for that moment. I wanted to stay. I wished I had money to just, you know, pay and stay in Cape Town because, you know, I enjoyed Cape Town. So if you get a chance to visit Cape Town to just explore the area, because there are other different parts of Cape Town. One thing that I saw about Cape Town is that there are dangerous sides of Cape Town. I never knew that there were dangerous sides of Cape Town, but in South Africa, Cape Town is one of the most dangerous places there is. Despite it being known for tourism and all of that, it is one of the most dangerous places in Africa. One of the most dangerous places there is. So there's a lot of gangsterism going on in Cape Town. There are other places of Cape Town. There are other parts of Cape Town that just kind of look a lot dodgy, you know. There are other parts that look a lot dodgy. You would be scared if you walked into those places. You would be scared if you walk into one of those places. So despite it being a beautiful country, a beautiful city, there's still a lot that could terrify you. So if you get an opportunity, Suma, you should go to Cape Town. If you get an opportunity, just go and explore, just to see the place, just to tour around the place. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. I think Zombie Slayer said he is in the US, if I'm not wrong. I think he said he's in the US. He said he is in the US, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think he is in the USA. Marvel, welcome back, Marvel. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is nice to see you guys back, you know. It is nice to see you guys back, most especially because I've been streaming South African matches only. So this is the first time that I'm streaming matches that do not involve South Africans. So when I see you guys coming back to watch it, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Hence, I always try to give you guys a shout out when I see you, because I remember you guys have commented here and there. So that's why I always make sure that I give you guys a shout out. So yeah, welcome back. You're saying Belgium should score. Yeah, I think they are trying. They are trying. They are trying to score. I don't think they do not want to. I don't think they do not want to score. They are trying to score. It is not happening. It's not happening. They are trying, Shem. They are trying, but unfortunately, that it's not happening. It's not happening for them. It's not happening. It is tough. This is a tough match. We'll also be getting Congo versus Portugal in 2 days from now, on the 17th of June. Congo versus Portugal. I also feel sad for Congo. I also feel bad for Congo. Congo playing against Portugal. It's a problem. So yeah. It's they're not gonna score. Belgium is not gonna score. I think this game should just end this way. I am happy with the outcomes. I think a lot of us are happy with the outcomes. I am happy with this one. I'm happy with this outcome. I am happy with this outcome. I don't want Belgium to score. Me personally, I do not want Belgium to score. I want almost another goal from Egypt. I want Egypt to score another goal. I want Egypt to score another goal. I do not only want one goal. One goal is not enough. One goal is not enough. We need more goals. We need more goals. But I'm telling you, it seems like it's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's gonna come very soon. Yeah, I wish to go to Cape Town on December with my father. Thank you. Thank you for telling me everything about that place. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, especially in December. It's gonna be very packed. It's gonna be very packed. If you do not have a problem with crowds, yeah, you can go in December. It's gonna be very packed in December, because that's where we see people from all around the country going to Cape Town for, you know, vacations and all of that. So it's gonna be very packed. If you don't have a problem with crowds, Belgium, what are you doing? No penalty. Referee, do not say okay. Belgium is trying to get a penalty. What do you mean trying to get a penalty? They want the referee to call it off, to call it a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. You fell down. You want to equalize? Are you crazy? There is no equalizing here. It's not equalizing. Belgium should lose. Belgium should lose, and that's it. Belgium should lose, and That's final. That's final. No goals from Belgium. I want Egypt to beat them miserably. It's just that Egypt is not taking this whole thing seriously. Just that they're not taking this thing seriously. I want them to score more goals, beat them miserably. More goals, at least 2. At least 2 goals. Because right now, the way it's looking, if they can just score 1 goal, it will be a problem for us. If they can, if Belgium can score, all this happiness will come out. No, it is not a penalty. It is not a penalty. They wanted to get a penalty. They were fighting to get a penalty, but the referee said that it is not a penalty, so he did not issue a penalty to Belgium. Belgium tried to get a penalty, but unfortunately, Belgium with a run in the center of the pitch, straight in the hands of the keeper. That's the brain trying to score. It's not gonna go in. It's not gonna go in. 62 minutes in, a few minutes, they need to score 1 goal. 1 goal, they are okay. Because I cannot trust Belgium not to score. I cannot trust Belgium not to score. So Egypt needs to score at least 1 goal. We need more African teams to win. I need more African teams to win myself. I see there are people who voted for the draw, but I don't want that. I don't want the draw. I want the win, straight win. I don't know what straight win means. I know it is used when betting, but yes, straight win. Straight win for Egypt. Straight win for Egypt. Ish. Egypt now, they are trying to waste time. It never ends well. It never ends well. When you waste time, it never ends well. It never ends well. It never ends well. It never ends well. Come on, Egypt. Come on. Yay. Hey, yay, yay, yay. Deflection. Deflection. That's a deflection. Is it gonna be a corner kick? Okay, it is a corner kick. Oh, it is a corner kick. Come on, guys. One last goal. One last goal. Egypt needs one last goal. One last goal. One last goal. One last goal. 64 minutes in. 0 Belgium, 1 Egypt. 0 Belgium, 1 Egypt. Also, there were a few substitutions from Egypt, substituting Onana for Saipa. Also, Castaigne for Nicolas Raskin. Those are the substitutions. Also, Lukaku just came in. Lukaku came in. Lukaku! And it is a goal for Belgium. A goal for Belgium. Goal for Belgium by Lukaku. He just came in and already he's scoring. He just came in straight and he gets in his scores. Lukaku gets in and he scores already. Aish. What is going on? What is going on, Lukaku? So it's an equalizer. It's an equalizer. It's an equalizer. It is an equalizer. Let me just update the score. This is my problem with one goal. Ish, this is my problem with one goal. My problem with one goal is exactly this. It is exactly this. It is exactly this. Oh, it was an own goal. Even it was an own goal. Ish. My problem with one goals alone. One goal. Exact. Look at now. Last minute, Lukaku gets in already. He scores. It's a problem, X. It's a problem. Why are you happy? You want Belgium to win. You want Belgium to win. I see you want. It's like you want Belgium to win. Like you want Belgium to win. I don't want Belgium to win. I want Egypt to win. Egypt had this the whole 90 minutes, the whole 60 minutes, not 90. They had it. They had it the whole 60 minutes. But I feel like they can still make it. You know, they can still make it despite everything. They can still make it. There's decent time left, and there's decent time left. There's decent time left. Let me not make excuses, but there's decent time left, and I feel like Egypt can score because they've been trying still. It's not like they had given up trying, but if they could have scored right now, they wouldn't be worried. You understand? Because now it's a worry. What if they score again? Leading for this long and then losing the game. I don't think there's anything worse than that. I don't think there's anything worse than that. It also happened during the game between Seychelles and South Korea. Seychelles was leading the whole game. All of a sudden, South Korea scores the equalizer and then scores the leading goal. So losing like that, I feel like that's the worst way to lose. That's the worst way to lose. But I still have hope. I still have hope. I still have hope. Okay, you want Egypt to win. I thought you were celebrating a win from Belgium because Belgium was the one that scored. I thought you were celebrating a win. I thought you were celebrating a win you were celebrating that Belgium goal. I thought you were celebrating that Belgium goal. That's why I thought you were supporting Belgium. Yes, Sumaya, it happened very fast. I don't want to lie, it happened very quickly. They had just made a substitution by Lukaku and then they scored. He scored the minute he got in. So I don't want to lie to you, it was very fast. It happened very quickly. It happened too quickly. So yeah, it happened very quickly. It was unexpected. I also did not expect it. Nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming. But it is an own goal also. It is an own goal because of the deflection. So it is an own goal. It is an own goal. 70 minutes in. Who are they taking out? 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 Imen Ashaw for Rabia. Imen Ashaw is the man who scored the first goal for Egypt. My comments are lagging. That's why I haven't been commenting as much. I don't know why. I don't think your comments are lagging. Don't worry. I don't think I don't think they are lagging. It's just that I am focused on two things. So sometimes I am focused on reading the comments. Sometimes I am just focusing on the other side. Do you understand? And it's not because they are lagging. They are not lagging. It is me. I'm the problem. You're not the problem. I'm the problem. It's just that I focus on two things. 1 minute I'm looking at this side. The second I'm looking here. So your comments are on point. Don't worry. I just read them late sometimes. But it's not only your comments. I read all of the comments late sometimes. So do not say that they are lagging. They are not. Belgium is a tough team. Belgium is not a tough team. This can still go to Egypt. In history, yes, they are a tough team based on the statistics, the win of the past. Yes, they're just like Kaizer Chiefs. You know, they're just like Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs stands, you know, when they begin a game, despite them using to be the best team, it can go either way. So there's no exception with Belgium. Belgium has been struggling 60 minutes. They could have scored long ago if they were the best teams. If they were the best team, they could have scored long ago. But this is their first goal from Lukaku. So maybe they still have a chance. I feel like Egypt still has a chance. Belgium. What are you doing, Belgium? Kwenzakalani, Belgium. You cannot score. It is done. No more goals. No more goals. No more goals. There are no more goals that are gonna come from Belgium. If I had money, I was gonna bet money on that. If I had money. So there are no more goals. This World Cup is dramatic. The thing is that the World Cup, the early stages of the World Cup, yeah, very dramatic. You are right. They are very dramatic. The first stages of the World Cup. Very dramatic. Big teams are losing. Small teams are winning. You know, there's just a lot going on. You never know. So hence, it is very advisable that if you are betting money, like Zombie Slayer, he said that he's betting. If you are betting money, you just wait for the stages to pass, because here it is just a lot happening. It is like the beginning of a league. You know, it is like the beginning of a league, saying that a certain team will win the league, and then they start losing, and then you see a team that starts winning, and then you say they will win the league, and then, you know, a team that lost 2 of their first games, you say they will lose the league. That's like the similar thing. But at the end of the day, they end up winning the league. I think this is also the same thing, especially because it is the beginning. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of drama. So it is very important that you take your money away from this. Sumaya Su, say Lukaku is my brother's favorite player. Yeah, he's a favorite player of a lot of people also, Lukaku. Me, I used to hear Lukaku when I was playing PES back in the days. I used to hear of him when I was playing PES. I think it's just because I haven't watched a lot of Premier League soccer. But I think I'm going to start watching Premier League soccer now. I've just been focusing on local leagues, basically. South African football. That has been my sole focus for the past. So I think I'm going to start watching, so that I can just be familiar with some of these guys. Because me, when I see these players, I don't see the danger. I don't see the danger. Yesterday with Sweden, I didn't see the danger also. Didn't see the danger. So I never see the danger. Okay, the referee says a yellow card. Who's getting a yellow card between these two? Oh, it goes to Maxime for Belgium. I thought it was gonna go to Egypt. I think right now we have the same amount of yellow cards between the two teams. Most likely have the same amount of yellow cards between the two teams. Zizo coming in. There is a change on the... Okay, how many yellow cards? 1, 2. Okay, Belgium only has 1 yellow card. But I think... Wasn't there somebody who got a yellow card earlier on? Oh, they only have 1. Oh, today is Mohamed Salah's birthday. I didn't know. Today is Mohamed Salah's birthday. I see they have bots in the stadium. He's going out. Mohamed Salah is going out also. It is his birthday and he's going out. He is going out. Yeah, so they have one yellow card. They have one yellow card. Egypt has two. Okay, that was Mustafa Ziko going out for Zizo. And Salah going out for Abel Karim. Abel Karim. Yeah. Salah going out. I feel like he didn't do enough today. You know, I was gonna say I wish he got more time, but also he is human and he gets tired. But I feel like he didn't do too much. I feel like we are missing a goal from Mohamed Salah today, even though he scored. He assisted the goal. I mean, even though he was part of the only goal for Egypt, I still feel like he could have done more. He could have done more. Right now, let us see if the changes will be as impactful as the changes of Belgium. Like Lukaku, when he got in and went straight to score. Let us see if the Egyptian strikers will do the same. Yeah, I know. I credit Sumaya. She knows. Yeah, I always do. She is always number one each and every single stream. She's always number one. So I appreciate that very much. I've said it, you know. Sumaya is the most active person so far. There's also X is also very present, and also Zombie Slayer. I think it's Zombie Slayer, but there's somebody else that I want to check also. So far, there's other people that have been here, but Sumaya has been active each and every single live stream for a lot of live streams. So she has been very active. She comments, shares thoughts, she is a very big part of this live broadcast. A very big part of this broadcast. She is. 78 minutes in. 1 Egypt, 1 Belgium. I said it from the beginning. I said it, you know, when Belgium was dragging. Not Belgium. When they were dragging. I'm trying to say when Egypt was dragging. I said we saw it with Qatar. This thing. We saw it with Qatar. And we have seen it a couple of times. We saw it with Brazil and Morocco. We saw it with Qatar. We saw it with Brazil and Morocco. There's another team also. I'm trying to check which other team. There's another team also. There was also another team that was leading almost the whole 90 minutes. And then there was a draw at the end of the day. I think it was also today with Cape Verde also. Did Cape Verde? Yeah, I think it was. Oh, Netherlands and Japan. Yes, that was the most iconic one. That's the one that I'm trying to recall. We also saw it with Japan. Netherlands were playing. They weren't scoring anymore. Relaxed, trying to, you know, waste time. One goal lead is never safe. It's never safe. The 1-0 lead. Okay, there were no goals today between Spain and Cape Verde. I almost said that one. So when you get an opportunity to score first, you need to start trying even more. You need to start trying even more. That's the thing of scoring one goal and relaxing. It has a lot of teams. A lot of them will suffer to this thing. A lot of them will suffer the same fate here. I'm just worried that it doesn't become the South Korea and Zeshia game where the team that scored first ends up losing the game. It is gonna be bad if that's happened. Sumaya says that I'm telling my brother if Egypt wins I told him to buy chocolate for me, but now when I see the score, I think I will not get anything. Very sad. Yeah, but at least you are not like Zombie Slayer who is betting. Who is betting? He said he wanted 6 corners. Let me check so far how many corners there are. Let me check how many corners. A free kick at a very vital position for Belgium. At a very dangerous position for Belgium. And this might be the game changer that we've been waiting for, that Belgium has been waiting for. I'm not waiting for any of that. I want to check how many corners there are. Okay, there have been 6 corners, but the 6 corners are for Egypt. 6 corners for Egypt. This is a very dangerous position for a free kick. Very dangerous position for a free kick. And it is taken by the brain. Is it the brain who's taking this free kick? See. Just right outside of the box. Just outside of the box. The brain, and the keeper saves it. Nice one from the keeper. Okay. Hey, go. Is it a goal? Woo! The keeper saving kind of reminds me of the keeper of Cape Verde saving Egypt there. Belgium with another build-up. Right now, if they should just fight not to lose the game. You know, either they win or they draw. Either they win or they draw. If they lose, it's gonna be very bad. It's gonna be bad. So unfortunately, you are not gonna be getting anything from your brother. You're not gonna be getting anything. But I was actually reminded that when Japan was playing, I said that there was no hope. So I'm gonna be hopeful today. I'm gonna switch and have hope. You know, let us have hope. I'm gonna have hope. Don't worry, you can still get it. There's still 8 minutes left. Believe in Egypt. Believe in Egypt. There's still 8 minutes left. Believe in Egypt. They just need one miracle. They just need one miracle. They don't need a lot. Oh, Alex, welcome back. Welcome back, Alex. Welcome back. I was just focusing on that very dangerous moment that was going on in the game. I needed to see it. I didn't wanna miss anything. Welcome back also. And yeah, nothing much is going on at this point. We're just waiting for Egypt to beat Belgium today. There's gonna be a corner kick for Egypt. Come on, kick! Blocked. So yeah, there's still hope. 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, a lot can happen. There's 7 minutes remaining, and in that 7 minutes, the game can change and take completely a different turn. The game can take a completely different turn. So I'm still hopeful. I'm still hopeful at this point. I haven't given up just yet. Now they're kicking the ball outside, but I think it was just the fact that it came. It was just a powerful strike. It was just a powerful strike, and it was supposed to be a corner, but unfortunately, a throw in. We need a goal. I think it's gonna be a draw. I don't want that draw. You know, it looks like it might be a draw, but I don't want the draw. I don't want a draw. I want the win. 2-1 win. Now they are changing again. We have a new problem. The brain is going out. And Doko. Is this Doko? Or what's his name? But I think it's him. Somewhere there. He has been very active in this half. So we have 2 new substitutions from Belgium. Now you want to finish the job. I don't want a draw, Alex. I don't want a draw. Yeah, that's Doku. I don't want a draw. Fernandez Pardo. I think Egypt can still win this. Egypt can still win this one. A draw is not what I'm here to see. A draw is not what I'm here to see. Even if, for an example, it happens, just know that I was never happy with it. A draw is not what I want to see. I want our African teams to start winning. I just want to see African teams win. That's the only thing that would make me happy. I do not want draws. I do not want any of that. I do not want a draw. So that's why I do not want a draw. Egypt must win by any means necessary. By any means necessary. But actually I don't want anything. I like this channel because it is clear in its explanation of what happens in the game. You know, I'm trying to explain, you know, I'm trying, even though sometimes I just take too long to process, especially when it is an attempt and there's something going on. I try. But thank you so much, you know, thank you so much. I've been getting a couple of positive comments recently. I think I should do this a lot more. I should do live streams a lot more. So thank you so much. I appreciate all the positive comments. Yes, I also want Egypt to win. You and I have been supporting the same team ever since the beginning. So we have been behind the same team. But I know we will see it through. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. I don't like Lukaku because he scored that goal. I don't like Lukaku for that. I was happy before Lukaku came in. So I do not like him just for that whole incident. I was very happy before he came in. He ruined everything. Lukaku came in and ruined everything. Last minute changes are from Egypt. This game was going well until Lukaku came in. Egypt was in the lead. It was going to be the second African team to win their World Cup opener. So they brought in Lukaku. How old is Lukaku anyways? How old is Lukaku? Let me just check. Because I think he's very old. If he's that old, I think he's over 80. That's obvious. Obvious. That one is obvious. I want to check how old he is. Where is Lukaku? I want to check how old he is. 33. Okay. He's playing for Napoli. Come on, Egypt. One last push. 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 We need one last push. I know that if they can give it their all, it will go in. One last push. I need to give it their all. One last time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That is defense. That's not the same defense that has been playing the game ever since the first half. They were not this focused. At this time, they are on alert. This time, they are on alert. This time, the defense is on alert. Come on. Why aren't you giving us a penalty? This was supposed to be a penalty. That's supposed to be a penalty. That was foul from the keeper. That was foul from the keeper. Now they are building up a counter attack. Stop that ball. Clear. Clear. Take it out. Take it away. Very far from the post. Very far. Must take it very far. But yeah, 5 minutes of added time. We are currently at 90 minutes. We are currently at 90 minutes. There's only 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes is enough for us to score. I want Egypt to win. Lukaku is born in 1993. He looks old. He looks very old. Lukaku looks old. I thought he was older. Honestly. I thought he was older. But he has been playing football for some time, yes. Maybe that's why he started at an early age. He has been playing I think he has been playing professionally for a long time. That's why maybe I came to that conclusion that he might be old. 1993. But at least I am 3 years older than him. I'm 3 years older than him at least. Oh yes, it makes a lot of sense. He has been playing for 11 years. He has been playing for 11 years. So he carries a lot of experience. There's a lot of experience that comes with him. The refs are giving the coaches a hard time. Look, now they're trying to explain that this was not a foul, or are they saying this was a foul? I don't know if he's saying this was a foul or this was not a foul. Come on, last push, Egypt. Last push, boys, last push. Do not let Belgium through. Do not let them through. Come on, do not let them through. Do not let these guys through. Force them to take the ball back. Once they get in, it's over. Once they get in, it's over. Do not let them through. Yes. Not let these guys through. Ish. You cannot have such a great game and then mess up at the end, Egypt. You cannot. Cannot do that, Egypt. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Cannot do that. Come on, counter. Ref. What is going on? We have a problem, ref. We have a problem. Yellow card at least, or red card, so that we can have a chance. We should give away a red card so that we can have a chance to score. 3 minutes have already passed. A free kick for Belgium. Actually, these free kicks. I'm also waiting for that one goal. One. I'm not asking for a lot. Not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot, honestly. I'm also just asking for one goal. But not from Belgium. This one should just be off target. Be off target. Yes. We need one. And it is almost time up. It is almost up. There's only 1 minute left. There's only 1 minute left. That is not going to be a good day for Egypt. They had 3 points. You know, for a whole, for a very long time, they had 3 points. Now they're just going to go away with 1. But it's not bad anyways. It's not bad as long as they have points. As long as they have points, unlike other teams. Other teams do not have points. Other teams are still on 0. Other African teams, actually. The only team with 3 points right now is Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is sitting at 3 points right now. The only African nation to reach that milestone so far. I thought Egypt was going to be the second one to do that, but it seems like it is going to be the end of the game. And it ends the same way it is. 1-1. 1-1. They had all the time in the world to win this. Ish. They had all the time in the world to do this. They had all the time in the world to do this. Unfortunately, this is how the game ends. A very sad day for Egypt. Those who voted a draw, you guys got it correctly. Those who said that it was going to be a draw, you guys were right. Your votes came through. And also, I hope Slayer won. I hope you got something. You at least made your money back. I hope you didn't lose more. I hope you didn't lose more. I hope you didn't lose more. Just to recap on the statistics of this game that we saw Belgium with 53% of possession, while Egypt only had 47%. 15 shots from Belgium, 14 shots from Egypt. 3 shots on target Belgium, 3 shots on target Egypt. 2 big chances created by 2 teams, 2 big chances missed by both teams. 7 corner kicks for Egypt. 7 corner kicks for Egypt. 2 corner kicks for Belgium. So it is usually just the opposite. That's what I know. When you bet this, this will happen. It is usually just the opposite. But yeah, you're not gonna get anything, unfortunately. You're not getting anything. But you can still argue and say that it did not lose. You know, it did not lose, unless you mention the draw. If you didn't mention a draw, you can say it not. You know, Egypt did not lose. Yes, it did not win, but also it didn't lose. Didn't win, it didn't lose. So yeah, I think I'm gonna prepare for yet another one. The upcoming game. I'm just gonna prepare for the next live stream. I think I have 2 more to go. This is a marathon, but today I don't think I'm gonna be able to stream all of them. I'm gonna see how tired I am after I complete you know, the coming live stream. I'm gonna tell how I am afterwards. Apart from that, I don't think I will be able to stream all of the games this time around. Let me just check. Yes, the Saudi Arabia game playing at midnight. So I don't think I will be able to stream Iran versus New Zealand. But if you see me live, please come through and let us have a conversation. Just a quick conversation also on the game. If you see that I'm live, if I end up being live by that time. But apart from that, let me just take this final moment of the game and dedicate it to the top fans in this live stream. And by the top fans, I mean the ones that have badges. Number 1, of course, being Sumaya, for being a very
Thank
active.
you very much.
And Zombie Slayer.
Thank you very much.
I hope.
Thank you very much.
I hope you won your money back, Zombie Slayer. I hope you won your money back. Otherwise, I feel bad for you. And also X.
Thank you very much.
I hope you won your money back, Zombie Slayer. Also, shout out to Unapologetic Network. Yes, not Ethics. Shout out to Unapologetic Network. Shout out to Musa. Shout out to you, Musa. And also shout out to Alex. Shout out to Marvel again. Shout out to Marvel. Alex and Marvel, shout out to you guys. And shout out to Miko. Some of these names are very tall, are very long. Not tall, English. Some of these names are very long, so yeah. I just read the first part of the name and it's done. I just read the first part of the name and it's done. So I'm gonna prepare for the upcoming live stream, and I will see you guys soon if you decide to join. I don't know what time it is where you guys are at, you know, because right now it is almost midnight, so I'm cross-nighting again. But I will see you guys soon. For now, I'm just gonna prepare. Thank you so much to everybody that was here. And if you lost money today, this is for you, because there's no team that lost. Usually I play this for the team that has lost. So if you lost money today also, this is for you as I head out.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
We know if you flow. Oh,